Hi guys, and welcome to the Blue Bridge. And today, could it be one in and one out at Chelsea? So I'll be discussing that. I'll also be discussing our 5-0 FA Cup victory against Morecambe. So let's get into it. So, news has broken this afternoon that Renato Veiga may be leaving the club. He's got a total agreement with Brussia Dortmund on the transfer, and that's some player-to-player agreement. But there's no agreement yet on the club to club. So when they say total agreement, it's just between the player and Dortmund. So first of all, they want to have the feelers out whether he's keen on a move before approaching Chelsea, and the idea is a loan move with an option to buy at the end of it. So whether Chelsea allow that to happen or not, I don't know, because the thing is, we are short in that department for holding midfielders as it is. I know that he plays on the left hand side, so he's a versatile player. He can play left side of defence, left back, and he also can play centre back or as a CDM. So he covers 3 different roles. So if Chelsea let him go and Ben Chilwell go, who's going to cover that left side? And I don't want to be seeing someone like a Levi Colwill playing on the left side if with an injury to Cucurella. It doesn't work. So whether we agree to this deal or not, I don't know. I've mentioned about Renato Veiga. I think he's a decent player. He played well yesterday in the game, but once he plays against higher opposition, he struggles a bit, especially closing down and showing them in on their strong foot as well. He needs to improve, but that comes from game time. He's had a lot of game time in the Conference League and the cup games, but not as much in the league games. So I think he probably wants more football. So it's a difficult conundrum for the club. What do we do? Do we let him go and get more game time in, or do we have him stay because we need cover for, I said he provides cover for certain areas? What do you guys think? Stick it in the comment section below what you'll do with Veiga. And the other one is one maybe coming in. So we've got this guy, Yeremay Hernandez from Deportivo La Coruña, and he is a left winger, exciting left winger. By all accounts, I don't know a lot about him. I'm not going to pretend that I do know a lot about him. We've got some of these football experts who come up with knowing everything about a player as soon as we're linked with them. Like they watch every single match of every single club every single week. They've probably just seen highlights of him on YouTube or whatever. So I'm not going to be sitting here pretending that I know everything about this player, because I don't. What I do know, apparently he's a Chelsea supporter. He's been seen wearing a Chelsea training kit before on his socials. And the little bit I've seen about him, he's a techie kind of winger, good high level skills. So whether if we do sign him, apparently we've had 2 deals of official offers have gone in, according to some reports. I think it's Revello, the new paper, and so I'm not sure whether we're buying him for us, if we are buying him, or buying him for Strasbourg as a potential to come into our side a bit later. Apparently, according to the Deportivo fans as well, he's way too good for that team. I don't know what his work rate is like. All I've seen is his skills. I don't know what his attitude is like, but we'll see what happens. And is this because of the Mudryk situation? I think that someone said his B sample has already come in, and if that's proven positive as well, then we may have to terminate his contract, unfortunately, and that means that we haven't got that cover on that left-hand side, especially if we're going to be also selling Nkunku in this window, which we probably will be doing. So we'll need reinforcements up front. So that's the transfer news out of the way. And when I'm talking now, going on to the Morecambe game, first of all, we weren't good in the first half hour or first half, and the reaction from our fan base is ridiculous. I know that we haven't won for a few games, but wait for the 90 minutes before you start criticising everything. Then our fan base is just too entitled, I think. Okay, as I said, we weren't great, but then as Morecambe tired, then we started to show our class as a Premier League side, and we eventually won it quite easily. And Cuckoo doesn't look interested, does he? He missed that penalty, and not the fact that he missed the penalty, because anyone can miss a penalty. And anyway, it should have been retaken because the goalkeeper was about 10 yards offside. I mean, offside, 10 yards off his line. If there was VAR in this competition, he would have had to retake it. But we did go a goal up. Great strikes by Tosin, actually. Well, first of all, the first one was the deflection. But going back to Nkuku, when he scored that second, you could see that this guy doesn't really want to be here. There's no celebration, no balloons out this time. And it was just, maybe it's because it's just a low, Morecambe at the end of the day are second from bottom in their division and the lowest tier of the professional football, and so maybe it's just okay. It's just Morecambe. No bit of shame if I milk the celebration, but obviously you got fans there, and your body language goes a long way. I think, as I said it before, I've said it a while. I feel sorry for Nkuku because he's better than just having minutes against these Morecambes and these Conference League teams and not playing a lot in the Premier League. So yeah, it does look like he's not happy with the situation he's in at the moment. We had a couple of goals, another cracker from Tosin, fantastic strike, and two good strikes as well from João Felix. So really good finishes by him. I've seen the fan base getting excited and saying that he should be playing more. But I don't know, he's a class player. Especially the second goal, it showed his class. But what he needs to do now, he needs to show more in the Premier League. He needs to show more consistency in the Premier League, because he's looked good in the conference, where the conference teams, I think they're probably on par with teams in League 2, if we're being totally honest, some of the teams that we've played in the Conference League this year. And so anyone can look good in the Conference League, so you need to be doing it week in, week out, consistently in the Premier League. I know people said he hasn't got minutes, but when he has got minutes, I think he scored one goal this year against Wolverhampton Wanderers. But in other games that he's played in, he's had opportunities. I can think of that game against Forest where he missed that easy header, and there's other games where he's come in and hasn't really hit the heights. So I want to see him being a bit more consistent in his performances. As I said, yeah, it's difficult having just a few minutes here, a few minutes there. But if he's shown it in training, and that's the thing, once you've got your opportunity, you need to take your chances. To be fair, he was fairly good against Ipswich, but again, he could have hit the target a couple more times against them. But yeah, so it's a difficult one. And with Cole Palmer sometimes not hitting the heights when he's off, he wouldn't harm Maresco to take off Palmer sometimes and let give Felix a run out as a 10. So we'll wait and see what he'll do in the future. So yeah, we're through to the next round of the FA Cup, which is good, and yeah. Hopefully this is a competition that we can go far in. We won it 8 times, but we haven't had a great record in it since the last time we won it was under Conte, I think, in 2017. So it's too long for us to not be winning one of those major trophies. So, what do you think of yesterday's game, guys? What do you think also of the news about this Hernandez? Has anyone watched him play? Are you excited about the prospect of maybe getting him, or do you think it's another signing, probably for Strasbourg? Stick your comments in the section below. Don't forget, as always, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. So, take care. Bye bye.